Video Max Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts Laura Owen and Brian Cicerello. The news with Lisa Trefone and Brad Melvin. State of the Arts with Angel McTire. Sports with Sandra Britt. The Entertainment Informer with Matt Anderson Holland. Food Factor with Jeremy Lieb. The Big Video Rack with Mike Matthews. Poor College Man with Nick Anderson and Chris McGowan. The Word on the Street with Corella Reynolds. And Tech Talk with Jim Crone. And now, from America's friendliest city, it's time for Midstate Magazine and your hosts, Laura Owens and Brian Cicerello.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Midstate Magazine. I'm half of your hosting team, Brian Cicerello.
All right, I'm the other 3/4, Laura Owens.
Laura, 1/2 plus 3/4 does not...
Yeah, I know. I just, one of us has to give a little, Brian. I think that should be you.
I guess you could say that we're on two opposing fractions, eh?
I could, but I won't. Why don't we go ahead and tell everybody what's on today's show?
All right, well, we have Brad and Lisa with another installment of Midstate News. We also have Sandra Britt in for our sports report. Then we've got Corella Reynolds with our Word on the Street, and we're also going to go browsing through Mike's big video rack.
All right, sounds pretty good. But don't forget, Jeremy Lieb is going to do a little something special on State of the Arts with Angel.
He is. He's not reviewing the show, is he?
No, Brian, you'll see.
You're sure he's not reviewing the show?
I'm sure he's not
reviewing the show. He is the reviewer, and I just want to make sure he's not going to be...
No, I
Okay, well, why don't we head on over to Brad and Lisa at the news desk and let them handle it. Brad and Lisa?
Good evening, I'm Lisa Trefone.
And I'm Brad Melvin. Welcome to Midstate Magazine News.
Next fall, elementary students in Springfield, Illinois will add agriculture to their class schedule. A program sponsored by the recently formed Agricultural Education Partnership will work to train elementary teachers in the fields of agriculture and farming. Resources will also be added to the elementary schools to fit the new curriculum. The group's educators felt that students were lacking in their knowledge of agriculture, despite the fact that many live in a farming community. The group strives to make the new program very hands-on for students.
In local news, Bradley University's Student Senate recently passed the Adopt-A-Block program in an effort to improve relations between students and local Peoria residents. Here to tell us more about this story is Midstate Magazine's Kira Elliott.
Litter, pollution, inhospitality. These are just a few of the things that many Peoria residents have been noticing. Many cleanup days have been hosted by Student Senate, including fall cleanup last semester. But even these efforts are not enough. As Peoria residents complain, Bradley students shrug their shoulders. Until now. Bradley Student Senate has recently voted on a new program that would get Bradley organizations involved in cleaning up the community around the university. This program is called Adopt-A-Block. Student organizations can adopt a block around campus and keep it clean for that school year. We spoke with Adopt-A-Block coordinator Gary Gleespan. He expressed the hard work that goes into such a cause.
Things aren't going to change if you don't take a stand and actually do the work and stand up to help organize it.
He also stated that many of the Peoria residents seemed happy about this new idea. Throughout the years, the decline in Peoria neighborhoods have become more and more apparent. Many potential Peoria residents cringe at the thought of living here. The pollution has been building up for too long.
Adopt-A-Block is needed for the fact that our neighborhoods are in decline, as typically it is in Peoria.
Bradley students and Peoria residents alike are calling for an attitude adjustment, and Gary Gleespan is positive this is one of the answers.
Despite it was even, 10 degrees outside, we still cleaned up. The residents came out when they saw us, going down the street. They did come out and comment, thanks for your help. I mean, it was very positive.
Adopt-A-Block will be covering 9 districts, including Campustown. Hopefully this program will help build the relationships between Peoria residents and Bradley students and help clean the streets of Peoria. With Midstate Magazine, I'm Kira Elliott.
Thanks, Kira. In other news, a recent review caught 7 fire...
I smell burning. Burning? Someone's burning? That thing. Yeah, probably. Speech teacher.
Of 30,000 audio recordings from the 1990s. The tapes are coated with a possible explosive chemical.
Dogs have helped police authorities fight crime for many years. And now here's Christine Byers with a more in-depth look on canines in the police force.
You may think this is an ordinary dog at first glance, but in fact he's a valued member of the canine unit in the Peoria Police Department for almost 4 years now.
Officer Ken Ulrich is a canine officer in the Peoria Police Department, and he has worked with Bosco for about 3 years.
It really takes about a year for the handler and the dog to really mesh together as a team. But it's a constant work. He's with me all the time.
Even though Bosco has become one of Sergeant Ulrich's best companions, he must always answer the call of duty.
The value of the dog is in their nose, not in their teeth. They're used to find things, to find people, to find things. So that's their tool for the police officers.
But it's not all work and no play for Bosco.
He stays at home. All the dogs that we have at the police department stay at home with the handlers. He's great with my family, and he's followed. Like I said, he follows me around everywhere. So he's a good boy.
This is Christine Byers reporting for Midstate News.
Now here with a Midstate sports update, here's Sandra Britt.
If there's a team that any Bradley athlete wants to beat the most, it's Illinois State. And the Bradley girls basketball team successfully managed to do that. Jennifer Jolly scored a career high of 31 points, and teammate Sarah Bailey added 30 as Bradley exploded for a 52-point second half to blow away Illinois State, 83-54. The win was the largest victory margin ever against Illinois State. More importantly, the victory gives the Braves the 8th seed in the upcoming State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. Bradley's 83 points was the highest offensive output by the Braves this season. The 61 combined points by Jolly and Bailey breaks the school record of 57 previously held by Carrie Kaufman and Michelle Nason. Ironically, Bradley trailed for the majority of the first half. The Braves took their first lead at 27-26 when Jolly made 2 free throws and they never trailed again. Jolly made 10 of 12 field goal attempts, including all 5 of her three-pointers. Her 8.833 field goal percentage established a school record for field goal percentages in a game, breaking Marlene Flanagan's mark of .762 in 1985. Bailey was 13 of 22 from the field and reached the 30-point plateau for the second time this season. Bailey has now scored 478 points thus far this season and is 22 shy of becoming the first BU player to score 50 points in a season. Junior Laura Weber scored just 6 but gained a game high of 10 rebounds while collecting career highs with 7 assists and 7 steals. She was credited for 13 steals in Bradley's 2 games against ISU this season. Bradley beating Illinois State was a fantastic feat, and we hope that they can carry on this same intensity for the Missouri Valley Conference this tournament. That's your sports update, and I'm Sandra Britt. Back to you, Brad and Lisa.
Thanks, Sandy. That's all the time we have for today. Join us next time here at Midstate Magazine News.
Good night.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm so glad it's March, Brian.
Why is that, Laura?
Well, the days are getting longer.
Right you are. The days are getting longer.
That's right.
Much longer.
And this isn't where you're going to pull out that factoid about how the days and nights are equal length because of the vernal equinox that happens on March 20th, is it?
Close. See, in Peoria here, we don't get equal amounts of daylight and nighttime because of the curvature of the Earth. It's twilight, baby.
Okay, you know what? I think we got to go to a break.
I think we should.
All right.
Stay tuned.
In America, you are not required to offer food to the hungry or shelter to the homeless. There is no ordinance forcing you to visit the lonely or comfort the infirm. In fact, nowhere in the Constitution does it say you have to provide anything for anybody. Thank you for all you've given. Imagine what more could do.
You know, over the break, Laura and I were discussing various forms of exotic torture for smart Alex like me.
That's right. You know, just keep in mind how much you like your pinkies, Brian.
So I think I'm just going to sit here like a good boy and not do anything to tick off Laura.
As well you should.
Instead, I'll talk about something nice and inoffensive.
That'll be the day.
Now, Laura, think happy thoughts.
That's right. Happy thoughts.
What are you thinking about?
Your pinkies.
Now, that's not a happy thought.
Says you.
What about State of the Arts, Laura? Angel's coming up next.
Says you.
No. It says the rundown. Did
the
you
rundown?
Take a look? Yeah, the rundown.
What do you forget that for?
It's the script
hidden.
tree,
I know.
It's in the script tree. It's hiding.
All right, so we do have a great State of the Arts coming up. Jeremy Lieb, he's doing some music.
Music. So he's not reviewing the show.
Not reviewing the show.
To revisit the old bit from, the opening segment.
That's right, because he cannot live on reviews alone.
All right, well then why don't we hear some music from Jeremy Lieb and Angel McTire. Angel?
Hello and welcome to another edition of State of the Arts. I'm Angel McTire, and on today's segment, we'll be interviewing singer-songwriter Jeremy Lieb, along with seeing him in action while he performs a song from his debut album, Greatest Hits of All Time. Jeremy, it's great to have you on today, and I understand that you're a senior at Bradley. Can you tell us some more about the type of music that you play and a little bit about yourself and how you got started?
Sure. Well, I'm a senior at Bradley right now, and I started at the end of my freshman year. I didn't actually have a guitar, but fraternity that I'm in, a couple of the graduating senior brothers had acoustic guitars, and I learned from them. I basically learned by ear and learned just through little mini lessons and stuff by them. And I've been playing for about 2.5 years now, and I finally got a guitar that next spring, and I've just been playing stuff by ear ever since. I never really learned any music or anything like that. I played clarinet in high school, but I think I kind of faked my way through it, so that's all right.
How long did it take you to write the songs for your CD?
Well, some of the songs I actually wrote the lyrics for as early as sophomore, junior year of high school, but I didn't obviously know chords until I started learning guitar. So I guess from the time I really started putting stuff together until the time it was a finished product, I'd say it was about 9 months of getting some good songs in and picking and choosing what was going to be on the album and what was not.
Mm-hmm. Who do you consider to be some of your musical influences?
Well, one of my favorite bands of all time, Bare Naked Ladies, that's a huge influence to me. Some people have told me that when I sing, I sound like Stephen Page, who's the lead singer. So I usually try to keep my style somewhat close to that. It's a pretty comfortable style, very casual, very mellow, nothing too depressing or anything like that. No songs about death or anything. Red Hot Chili Peppers too. I'm a huge fan of them. I'm a fan of Stone Temple Pilots. Stuff like that has inspired me, I'd say, a lot.
Do you consider yourself having a future in writing music and performing live?
Well, it would be nice. I think it's been my dream for a long time. I'd love to get into radio. Like I said, I'm a radio TV major, but I don't know really how feasible it is to be able to say that I can grab, a full band and get everything together. But I mean, you never know. Maybe.
What song will you be performing for us today?
I'm going to be playing a song called She Knows So. It's on the CD, and yeah, it's probably my favorite song on the album. So.
Okay. Well, now we're going to hear from Jeremy, and I'm just going to let him take over.
Something's wrong. She swears to God she's right. I tell her I don't wanna fight, but it's too late for that, 'cause then she starts to cry. Now wipe that tear now from your eye, 'cause all I wanna do is keep on loving you, but that's impossible to do, 'cause she ain't got a clue. Baby's got a lot to learn to keep herself from getting burned, she knows so. And baby's got a lot to give before she finally lets me live, I know. She's falling for me again, it makes me wonder why. I think of all the times we've cried. I just wish we could be friends, 'cause then we'd be alright. Why do I have to play the bad guy? 'Cause all I wanna do is keep on loving you. But that's impossible to do, 'cause she ain't got a clue. Baby's got a lot to learn to keep herself from getting burned, she knows so. Yeah, baby's got a lot to give before she finally lets me live, I know. Something's wrong. She swears to God she's right. I tell her I don't wanna fight, but it's too late for that, 'cause then she starts to cry. Baby, wipe that tear now from your eyes, 'cause all I wanna do is keep on loving you. But that's impossible to do, she ain't got a clue. Baby's got a lot to give before she finally lets me.
Well, we're about out of time for State of the Arts. We'd like to thank Jeremy Lee for coming to the show today. And if you're interested in buying his CD, you can go write an email to midstate_magazine@hotmail.com. I'm Angel.
All right, thanks, Angel.
Yes, and thank you also to Jeremy. Speaking of thanks, I'd also like to extend some gratitude to poor college man Chris McGowan for filling in for me last week.
Where were you anyway?
Top secret mission for the government, very hush-hush.
Brian, you don't work for the government.
Oh, we all work for the government, Laura. We just don't all know it yet.
Okay, you're something else, Brian. So, how did your mission go?
Just great. Mr. Rogers says hello.
You met Mr. Rogers.
Of course I did. He came in to do my special top secret, very hush-hush government
training.
Oh,
not this again. Not this again.
Denial ain't just a river in Egypt, kiddo.
All right. Pinkies, Brian.
Stay away from my hands.
Pinkies.
Stop. Okay, this is going to be a problem here, I feel. She's going to torture me. These pinkies are worth a lot of money.
Oh, they can come off. Nobody ever uses pinkies anyway. Do you ever use pinkies?
Yes.
What for?
Stuff. Pinky stuff.
Right.
Yes. Well, while I try and keep Laura from ripping off my pinkies, why don't we run out to a break? Thank you. Get away.
Were you never told? There is new evidence. Had he helped the right people? We were deceived and lied to. It was a made-for-TV. We did not know how to get Saddam Hussein. The White House team wondered if the right generals were in command. Tonight on Frontline.
Tiananmen Square was occupied by thousands of students. What does democracy mean in China?
But 5 months ago, in the basement of a Texas law firm, we discovered the Waco files. The FBI knew that children were not being mean. Do you know what really happened at Waco? The fiery explosion that killed 75 Branch Davidians. Frontline has uncovered the first hard evidence that places Oswald and Perry together. Will we ever know for sure?
Now she's with Dr. Kevorkian, and somehow her resistance has broken down.
You ain't got a case.
Creates an atmosphere where it's okay.
All right, now welcome back to Midstate.
Yeah, we've got a person on the street coming up next, or word on the street, whatever
I
you prefer
love
to call
word
it.
on the street. You know, it's Midstate versus the world.
Actually, it's just Corella Reynolds asking questions.
Well, we are pitting our reporter against the minds of the Peoria public.
I hardly think that's us versus the world.
Well,
I mean, it's not that confrontational.
Well, what if I were to tell you that I planned on taking over the world?
What does that have to do with person on the street?
Maybe I'm using Corella to brainwash thousands. And then I will become the evil overlord of the world.
Somehow, I don't think that's what's going on here, Brian.
Well, what is going on here? But, you're right. You're right.
You're
but
weird.
wouldn't it be fun to be evil overlord of the world?
Sure it would, but it's not going to happen.
Well, why isn't it going to happen?
Because right now we're going to go to person on the street.
We
word
are.
on the street.
Word
is
on
it
the
word?
street.
Word?
Word.
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 Okay.
Like word to your,
Word to your Corella.
Word to your Corella, yes.
Here we go.
Word to your Corella. Let's go to Corella.
Hey, this is Carl Reynolds, and I'm standing inside the Student Center trying to find out what these students know about the world around them. How many states in the United States only have one syllable?
Let's see. Kansas. No, that can't be it.
None that I know of.
Yeah. How about? No, not Illinois.
Only have one syllable? But I'm 94.
Ohio. No.
I have no idea. I told you I shouldn't. There's one.
What is it?
Washington.
None.
Maine?
I cheated and I heard Maine.
Well, that's not very fair.
I was singing the song to myself earlier. It goes like Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, something, Connecticut. Blah, blah, blah. I don't remember that's the song, but that's as far as I got.
Maine.
That's one. That's the only one I know. What is the capital of Europe?
It isn't a. I don't think there's a capital.
One second. Brussels.
Brussels is the capital of Europe?
Yeah, it's the capital city in Europe. I know Europe is a continent, but that's the capital, that's the European Union capital.
Georgia. No, that's close.
What is the capital of Europe? The current capital of Europe?
I have no idea.
Do you know the former capital of Europe?
I have no idea at all.
Do you think Europe has a capital?
It probably does, but I don't know what it is.
Does North America have a capital?
Sure, Washington, D.C.
New York.
Does France have a 4th of July?
No.
What day comes after the 3rd of July?
Ah ha ha, very funny.
Do I get if I get only one with a couple syllables? I'm sorry. Yeah, is that does that count for 2?
Does France have a 4th of July?
Don't know.
You don't know? What day do you think comes after the 3rd of July in France?
The 4th?
Maine!
That's the only one. As you can see, some students know what's going on in the world around them, while others, well, they're still a bit clueless. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Corella Reynolds.
All right, thanks, Corella.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Are we still on that evil Lord take over the world thing?
Of course.
Halloween isn't until October, Brian.
Laugh all you want. Now, just keep in mind that when I'm evil overlord of the world, you're going to be on my list of people that I don't like.
Ooh, scary.
It's not a good idea to be on the opposing side of the world's evil overlord.
Sorry,
Laura.
Brian.
Keep that in mind.
Sorry, Brian.
I've decided that I'm going to branch out and use all forms of the media to control the minds of the public.
I don't think Bob is going to like that very much, Brian. When you try to take over the world and stuff. It's not going to go over on Midstate.
All right. I have no intention of taking over the world through any position I now hold, have held, or ever will hold on Midstate Magazine. You think I'll buy it?
I think we should head on over to Mike's big video rack.
I think you're right. I think I hear Bob coming. Mike, bail me out here. Come on. Oh, no. Mike? Mike.
Hello, Mr. Davis.
My name is Jack Carter, and you don't want to know me.
This week on Mike's Big Video Rack, we're checking out Get Carter, directed by Stephen T.K. and starring Sylvester Stallone. It's a remake of a 1971 movie of the same name.
You need it, but why don't I just, like, go somewhere? I'm gonna talk to them.
You sit here and you shut your mouth, or this is going to the next level. You got that?
Next level? What is that, a catchphrase or something?
Catchphrase?
Catchphrase, and this movie is full of them. Jack Carter is a Las Vegas enforcer, and he's one raw hunk of jerky. There are two reasons you know that he's tough. One, he gets dressed in slow motion. And two, this expression right here. But that frown is also because his brother just died in a car accident. Carter believes his brother was intentionally taken out.
I think he was taken out. Taken out?
That's right, taken out. So Carter is going to find out how it really happened, and he's going to break some rules along the way. Jack Carter doesn't care much for country club guest passes.
Yes. Yes, I mind. I was under the impression this was a private club.
In his search, Carter also discovers the true meaning of Christmas. Christmas revenge.
Revenge doesn't work. Sure it does.
With the odds against him, can Carter find out why his brother died? Will he get his revenge? Will he improve his golf game?
Tiger Woods.
You'll have to find out for yourself. Like all typical action movies, Get Carter has car chases, intelligent dialogue.
So do you have a license yet?
Yep.
Oh, what did you like, learn that in school?
And an Arnold Schwarzenegger look-alike.
Hey, you want a cappuccino or something? He makes a really mean froth.
I use non-fat milk. Thanks, but I'm lactose intolerant.
I can't say I recommend this movie. It's a very formulaic action mystery. There are a lot of unnecessary visual effects, and remakes are never as good as the original. But it is decent if you're in the mood for action. I give it a 5 out of 10.
I'm so not buying this, it's not even funny, King Wasabi.
Whoa, don't make me Get Carter. I'm Mike, and thanks for checking out my big rack of videos.
Thanks, Mike.
You know, I just realized something I could have told you to make you stop that whole evil overlord stuff.
What?
Pinkies, Brian.
You know what? I'm
Pinkies.
evil overlord of the world.
All right, enough. No more of this evil overlord stuff.
Okay, so we got St. Patty's Day coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was just too easy.
March 7th. I know it was easy, wasn't it? See, I'm a very easygoing fellow.
Okay. Yeah, St. Patty's Day. What about it?
Well, it's coming up, you know.
Luck of the Irish,
I'd like
that's
to
right.
wish everyone out there a good St. Patty's Day.
Happy Patty's.
But I personally would also like to go out there and wish everybody the good old luck of the Italians and wish everyone a happy St. Joseph's Day.
What's luck of the
St. Joseph's Day. It's 2 days later. It's St. Joseph is to Italy what St. Patrick is to Ireland, except without the snakes.
What
You've
snakes?
never heard of a St. Joseph? St. Patrick drove the snakes out of Ireland, you know.
See, okay, I don't mean to sound stupid, but I never understood. I thought it was just some leprechaun or something. No, not really.
Yes.
I didn't know the whole story about
Yes.
the snakes.
So basically
that's
what
why
the
he has a
Catholic
day?
Church did was they canonized a wee Litlin, and they decided to name a big happy Irish day after him.
No, I mean, I didn't know why we had St. Patty's Day.
And he drove the snakes out of Ireland.
What kind of snakes?
Poisonous ones, I'm not sure. Irish snakes.
Were there like too many of them or something?
Apparently so.
How did he drive
He was
them out?
captured by pirates.
How did he drive them out?
I don't know, with a flute.
Was it like the
Pied
Pied
Piper.
I was just going to
I
say
don't
that.
know.
Isn't that funny when we think alike?
But you
Pied
see,
Piper?
I'm much more interested in St. Joseph's Day. But at any
Yeah,
rate,
I'm sorry,
now that
that's
you all
right.
know about St. Joseph's Day, I think that's all the time we have for Midstate this week. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Brian Cicerello.
And I'm Laura Plethora Owens. Goodbye and take care. I'd do it.